would you give to have more time, energy, and resources? What if you could unleash your inner potential and find success at your fingertips? I have a secret weapon that can blow futility out of the water. In a word, productivity. Oh, Holly, that's boring. When I was a kid in art class, my teacher did something interesting. She turned the picture we were drawing upside down, and we said, "Why did you do that?" She said, "To change your perspective. Come on a journey with me, and let's turn stuff we've got to get done upside down so that we can make the ordinary extraordinary and gain a positive perspective on productivity." Productivity begins with personal discipline and relaxed composure. It's built on structure and focus, and then it's implemented by adopting an attitude that fosters creativity, enthusiasm, and a positive outlook. The very fundamental element in productivity is you. So eat, drink, and be merry. But when you eat nutritiously. When you drink, hydrate. And when you make merry, find balance on the teeter-totter of life with proper measures of exercise, rest, work, and leisure time. The fusion of these is exponential. They together can knock productivity out of the park. Now that you have energy and you're in a good mood, because those things put you in a good mood, mind your P's. Prepare, plan, and prioritize. Prepare with purpose and passion. Find your target. Learn all you can about it. Skill comes with training and practice. Plan and then do things ahead of time. Keep organized by putting things where you need them the most. And prioritize. It's time to strategize. There were two kitty cats. Both had the objective of getting the mice out of the house. Efforts ran around, jumping from one mouse to the other, put a lot of energy into it, but really didn't get much done. On the other hand, results, stepped back and said, what do I need to do? He built a trap. While he was doing that, he saw that there was a hole that needed to be patched up. So while he left the trap to work, he went and patched up the hole. Now, who do you think achieved their objective? Minding our P's makes us it's proactive, not reactive. This is about anticipation and preventing insignificant emergencies from trumping our priorities. Here are a few ways we can do that. Now, there are some tasks that really need our attention and our expertise. But other tasks, they can be delegated. You just have to weigh cost-benefit whenever you make that decision. Second, good old-fashioned no to distractions is in order. The way you can do this is to chunk time, plan ahead, and your time segment that is the priority is your objective, and you only need to focus on that during that time. But you also need to make time segments for leisure, which is when you're going to play your games, for the media onslaught, when you're going to check your email, maybe send texts or your phone calls, and for other people. Now, people will want to demand your time all the time. So go ahead and let people know that this is the time that you're available. And instead of enabling some bad habits by doing things for other people, maybe empower them by giving them some ideas on how they can creatively solve the problem themselves. Or a trade of resources could be the answer. Using the social networking in work, in the workplace, is a good way to do this. Your favor for my favor would be a good idea. Establishing these skills will help you feel in control and prepared. You'll have less anxiety and more ability, and that'll increase that good mood food. Now, all of this said, sometimes it's so hard to get motivated. But procrastination is the art of keeping up with yesterday. But then that means I can't enjoy today. What to do about this procrastination crisis? A positive perspective. A song I've been thinking of is A Spoonful of Sugar from Mary Poppins. In every job that must be done, there is an element of fun. Find the fun and the job's a game. That means that when we find the nectar in the job that we have to do, it's not such a grind. Did you know that there's actually science behind this? Music, tasty treats, scents of roses, mountain scenes, all release the feel-good hormone, dopamine. Christy Wilcox, a molecular biochemist, says, "We do know that it is key in behavior, cognition, motivation, and reward. In other words, it helps tell your body when you've done something good and promotes our brains to remember what we did that was good and repeat it to get the reward again." So if we combine the feel-good stuff with the stuff we maybe don't like so much, it's almost like we're tricking our brains into believing that it's enjoyable. So why is it that we wouldn't like some tasks? 3 things I can think of is 1, that it could be mundane, 2, it could be new and scary, and 3, sometimes it can be painful. Now, if it's mundane, hey, that's your time. It's a gift. Liberate your brain to be able to ponder something that you learned new. Think of something that you learned that was new, or something that be creative. It's your time. Now, something that's new can quash that creativity. I was watching a motorcycle video one time, and the riders were winding up a path. The riders who looked ahead, they stayed on the path. They were looking around that bend. They knew where they wanted to go. But the riders who were fearful and they wanted to look back to that wipeout zone where everyone was crashing, they crashed every time. So what I learned from this is that I need to look where I want to go and not where I'm afraid to go. Now, wipeouts, they do happen. In those times, instead of embracing obstacles as disappointments and as failure, view it as an opportunity to grow. When we do that, we accept our weaknesses, and then our strengths can shine. We enjoy the ride. After all, it's about the journey, right? Not just about the destination. Now, behavioral scientists have discovered that one of the most effective ways to create an enjoyable experience is to stack the painful parts of the experience early in the process. Psychologically, we prefer experiences that improve over time. So those painful, uncomfortable things, go ahead and knock them out early and finish on the upswing. And while you do it, infuse them with some dopamine releasers, like some music while you exercise, or a treat while you're paying those bills. Once we establish our plan, routine, and structure, we can overcome procrastination by improving our mood, attitude, and perspective. Then we're free to enjoy creativity, spontaneity, and enthusiasm within any task we undertake. My daughter once told me, "Mommy, it's the sort of ordinary and everyday things that I really enjoy and appreciate the most." And here's why. Because my granddaddy used to get up and say to my grandmother, "What are we going to do exciting today?" He put the fun in the times. He didn't just wait for the good times. He could make the ordinary extraordinary just by having enthusiasm for whatever it was that we were doing. And now, my mom makes the ordinary extraordinary for my kids, and my daughter appreciates it. You know, to be productive and enjoy it, you have to know what you need. So believe in yourself and believe that you're worth taking care of. Nurture yourself, both in body and in soul. You have the ability to do great things. What's your spoonful of sugar?